Hey, just showing you a game of Ostriv. Finally reached 100 citizens. Um, and again, just sort of going over each of the instants. It's actually a really nice game. Kind of like Banished, if you're familiar with that, but with different options. I'm going to show a few more videos in the event that people like this. So just sort of looking over my town, again I have 100, I have a stone mill down here, and again trading ships going out. I'm gonna go over in a later video, if again there's interest, how to get your town up and running. Again, there's a number of buildings you want to build. Obviously, there's kind of a tutorial when you play the game where it'll say, hey, you need to build a forestry, and then you need to build a clay pit, and then you'll need to build a number of houses. Now, again, when you're building houses, you have the option of building a village house with a garden or without. I always strongly recommend with a garden. There's no real difference in cost, and I find with the garden you can get additional food, which your villagers need right at the very start. Again, if you've played this a lot longer than me and you're like, no, that's so wrong, then feel free to correct me on that. You also want to put wells near your housing so people can get water. I like to put a number of them on either side of the area so I usually build houses of 5, and then I'll put one on this side and one on this side, so that they can quickly get to the well. After that, you'll want to build a smithy. Okay, and that allows you to build metal parts as well as nails. Nails are incredibly important because you have to put things together whenever you're building houses or anything else. After that, I'm a big believer in both warehouses and granaries. For my warehouses, I usually have them where they are 10,000 and I build multiple. Again, somebody might feel that's a waste. Again, feel free to give me your comments in regards to that. I find it's necessary because I find otherwise you just run out of room. And some of these resources you could use when you're trading both by land and by water. In addition to that, I build granaries, as I say, but those I usually, unless I have a lot of one product which is very valuable, I usually just put about 2 or 3,000 or 1,000 in each of my granaries of each item that I find sells a lot. From there, I also like to build a carpentry, just so that you can build wood carts, among other things. Finally, you want to get your trade up and running. I usually like to settle my town near whether a lake or a river. If I put it near a lake or river, that way I can set up my trading dock and trade right away. And of course, in addition to that, you can also set up a fishing dock where you can get fish, as well as a boat yard where you can make boats to go fishing. Finally, I found a tailor really important because I'm starting to actually lose citizens because there's not enough clothes, so that's something you may want to invest in right from the early beginning. Now you might say, hey, you need certain resources for that, such as animals, and again, I usually suggest leaving animals off in terms of your production until later on, because I find a lot of times they'll die unless you're near water, and of course you have to build a dock near that. This area here is where I'm planning on eventually putting my animals. I think that's about it. One thing I found out the hard way was on map number 8 there's no river, and so that doesn't allow me to build a smeltery, and as a result I bought a whole bunch of iron ore, not realizing I couldn't build a smeltery to turn that into iron, so I'm still looking for a way of trading it. And again, you get to trade with a number of different cities. I'm not sure if the resources trade or not, or change or not from time to time. And then obviously I've built a farm, but that was later. That's very recently. And orchards I find are very important as well, because especially apple orchards, I find there's a great demand for that. And obviously market stalls are really important, and a thatchery. So I think I covered everything. I got a school as well. I probably forgot some stuff, but I'm going to go over another video of how to build a town from scratch, showing you if there is interest in that. Anyways, this is Eagle Scream. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you. Cheers.